Yes, sir. It's your boy Hayes. We back with another one. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. Before we do that, let's give this video a thumbs up. If not, you already know. Also, feel free to join VIP to be alerted whenever we get in and out of plays. Go to the home page, click join, third tier. They give you access to every single play we enter. Let's go ahead and dive right into it, guys. Don't want to hold you guys too long. Quick rundown on what's going on. As we know, I told you guys to watch out for Tesla. Tesla was ready to boom. I had did a TikTok Behave stock plug on TikTok as well for very short form videos straight to the point as well. But I had alerted Tesla, so it was a huge opportunity for this week, and especially with that dip this morning. And then the thing is, it did break below a support level right around $286. Once it broke there, it was a open gap to around 277. Gaps don't always have to fill, and it didn't. But on the way up, I got in it. I made money, made $400, $300, $400 off Tesla today. I didn't alert it because I put it on the watch list. So everybody that seen the opportunity, hope you took advantage of it. But if it's not a straight up A plus, like the setup is just taking candy from a baby, I don't really like to call it out. I like to call out A plus setups to where the odds is so much in our favor that even if it go left, it's like still it was one of those ones to where you only want to come out for. So, anyways, Tesla ended up doing this thing today. I expected it to do that, especially after that pullback this morning. I wish I could have got in at the bottom though. I got in around what I got in at around 290, 291. Still fairly great entry, and I exited around 306, 307. And I see it continue to even rise. I was going to swing it. I could tell how it was staying tight today, holding its gains. It wasn't choppy. It wasn't all over the place. It was beautiful. After that morning dip, that was it. It was just on a rise, up and up, up and up. I loved it. That's why I was able to hold it out and let it. I damn near held it all day until close. I didn't want to risk losing my gains with a gap down, which I knew. I felt as if it was more than likely going to open up even more and continue going after hours. But the way the market being so tricky lately, I'd rather lock in gains, guys. I'm not going to lie to you. The market has been over the place. You got fake beef, whether it's real or fake, coming out the blue. Tesla going from 360 to 287 in a day. It's just wow. Some wild west shit is going on. So you got to be careful. You make money, you take the money. You losing money, cut the loss. Move on. It's always going to be another play. So anyways, if we go and take a look at it, we see S&P 500 approaches a record high, guys. S&P 500 overall market is, Trump had tweeted and said, by now, the market is about to go insane. And it's been going pretty much insane ever since. Yeah, a little turbulence along the way and all that, but it's been holding and going. It's like Meta, a lot of these stocks. I missed Meta though. I seen that clear upside potential, way from 630s, Good God. Only thing that messed me up with Meta when they mixed the market up. They had Meta and Tesla running the opposite directions. Meta be up, Tesla be down, Tesla down, Meta up. So they try to throw these little pitchforks at you. You got to pay attention though. But I'm paying attention to detail. But that's what mess up your your analysts and getting in and being riding it all on out whenever the market is all over the place like that and mixed. So anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at it and see what's going on. Like I said, it's easier to predict OTC stocks, in my opinion, like penny stocks, small caps, because you playing with a different group of people. Whenever you're trading Meta and Tesla and Microsoft and Google and Nvidia, you know who you up against? You up against people that got more money than you, people that's more brighter than you, people that got more information than you, people that even got inside information from these companies that know when they about to make certain moves before they make them. Believe it or not, I done been around people. I knew some people, that regular people that got inside information. So I only can imagine how much information people that's not regular and got some type of pool, politicians and all these people. So you up against politicians, billionaires, millionaires, banks. You up against these people whenever you trade NASDAQ, S&P 500 ETFs and individual stocks like Nvidia, etc. That's what I want you to remember every single day when you take on the market. Don't come like it's a game. It's a business. You got to treat it like a business. You need to be writing down. You need to be meticulous. You need to be paying attention. You don't need to be leaving your money out there and just going and coming back and hoping and praying. You need to be doing none of that. You need to be strategic, have a strategy, know what you're doing, know what you're getting in, know what you're getting out. Because if you don't, you're going to get slaughtered. every single time because who I just said you playing against. See, whenever you playing penny stock, small cap, OTC, you can lack a little bit because of the fact you playing against dummies. You playing against people. If you got a little edge in that department or a little information or another little knowledge, you can succeed better than you will in another department. And some people may say, well, they way harder. That's because you don't have the right information, you don't have the right knowledge. Just like somebody had wrote in the group today, said it would have been a good time to buy that stock you had called out at 6 a.m. And I'm like, it's a good time to buy now. Because even though it opened up, it was already up 200%. But guess what it go on to do for the remainder of the day? The stock ended up being up 700% on the day. I'm like, still a great time to buy. Hell, it was more greater to buy now than it was then. Because after I alerted, it went up 400 more percent or 500 more percent. You get what I'm saying? And my thing is, I'm not trying to be the first one there. Whenever I call out these OTCs, these penny stocks, I don't want to be the first one there. Because if I'm the first one there, I might have to wait days, hours, weeks, or whatever for it to pop off if I'm the first one there. But if I wait until the volume or amount of the people and everybody already there and I catch the back end or the middle, not even the back end, catch the middle, I'm riding the momentum. I'm riding the momentum, taking advantage of a short time frame of getting in and getting out for a small gain, for a nice gain or a small loss. I'm looking for a quick 30%, 40, 50% in 30, 40, 50 minutes. Easy. Sometimes that could be 300, 400, 500% in that same period of time. So anyways, it's all up to you, your strategy. But I do both. I trade options with, large cap companies, but I also like to buy shares in smaller stocks. So anyways, we'll go ahead and take a look at it, guys. I had called out, look at Tesla. We're going to go over that as well. But I had called out KLTO, where I put it on the watch list, told you guys to watch it. And the watch list is, if it's on the watch list, it's a high possibility, especially the penny stocks, that stock could go off that day. So I'll watch those stocks, have them on my list. As soon as I see some type of uptrend or seeing it's going in that direction that you want to go in, you could easily get in or wait for a dip, however you see fit, and ride the wave, and then exit. And you always got to have an exit plan. Don't just get in and don't know you getting out at. Learn how to read the charts. See where you exiting at. Or once it starts to slow down, that's just like you getting on the train. And I'm riding this train until we come to the first stop. I don't know where I'm getting off at, but wherever this thing stop at, that's where I'm gonna exit. Same thing in the penny stock. If I get in at $1 and then it just start bull rushing up, 105, 110, 120, 130, 140, and then at 140 the train stop, you gonna just sit. You up profit. You gonna want to be greedy. Be like, well, it could go to $2. Why the hell you gonna wait for? Just get off the train. It already stopped. If it keep going, cool. But what if it don't and you lose what you done gained? I'd rather take what I done made rather than running the risk of losing what I just made. So that's what I mean by riding the train until it stops and then get off. Hopefully that makes sense. If it don't, it eventually will. So anyways, the next stock that I called out was what on the watch list was OMH. OMH went from 1 to 3. Another one went crazy. Going into tomorrow, I will be looking at fresh penny stocks in the pre-market. I scan them, but I'm looking at Tesla. I'm also looking at Upstart. I'm looking at Affirm. Upstart, Affirm, and Tesla are definitely on the top of my radar going into tomorrow. Also, Meta. I want to know if Meta is going to go the opposite direction of Tesla. I see it started to pull back today as Tesla started to grind back up. So I wonder, is the market still going to be mixed like that? But I feel like Meta got a mind of its own, and it possibly end up running with Tesla as well, because that is a monster right now. But whenever it do pull back, it's going to pull back hard. Definitely a $20+ drop in a single day is coming whenever it does happen. So anyways, I'll be looking at those going to tomorrow. Tesla, right now it's easy money going into tomorrow if it stay at 317. Right now it's at $317. It's going to 320s tomorrow without a doubt. I'm talking around 322 first stop and then 325. That's what the areas we're looking for in tomorrow. Almost guaranteed. I don't like to use those words, but I'm pretty sure they probably try to let it touch you in the pre-market or in the after hours. So you might not even better hit it. I'm glad I made some good money off Tesla today. I wish I would have swung it until tomorrow, which I knew it would do this. But anyways, a good support for Tesla is probably try to hold up around 313, 314 area. If that don't hold, it's going to pull back to around 307, 308. And if that don't hold, it's going back to 300, obviously. But right now, it's pretty much holding this uptrend as of now. I do believe, that was overreaction with what Trump and Elon got going on. Ain't no telling. But that's a part of all this nonsense. You got to be prepared for